Hookers, liars, and stinkers. That's the focus of tonight's angle.
I've never spoken to my son about his overseas business dealings.
Some bullshit.
And this sounds corny, but we found purpose in public life.
Was he a goddamn asshole? What the fuck is he doing?
My campaign has always been a family affair, every campaign I've run.
In his own words.
I've never discussed my business or their business, my sons or daughters, and I've never discussed them.
Now, of course, no one, not a single adult alive with any normal brain activity, believes this.
Because they know where I have to do my job, and that's it, and they have to make their own judgments.
Hey, what am I, an asshole?
He's a grown man, and it turns out he did not do a single thing wrong.
Get the fuck out of here.
Nah, nothing to look at here. Well, the press tried to ignore it all, even when we have Hunter, in his own words. From one of his infamous sex tapes, we hear him talking to a Russian prostitute about how one of his laptops got stolen.
They have videos of me doing this. They have videos of me doing like crazy sex, you know, on my computer. They've taken tons of just left it like that came on.
Sounds like an obvious blackmail possibility. And the prostitute then asked Hunter if he was worried about that possibility.
Yeah, in some way, yeah. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, they are. He is. He knows. He knows. I've talked about it all the time. Now, if they do, he also knows I make like $1 gazillion.
He also knows that I'll make $1 bazillion, or is it gazillion? He also knows? Does he mean his dad? It sure sounds like it.
It was a family affair. The boys were older. He had remarried, had a new daughter.
You know, he said, let's just test the waters.
Bowie, I love you.
I'm so proud of you, and I'm also so proud of my son Hunter and my daughter Ashley. And my wife Jill. Our whole family.
Now, the president was so close to Hunter that he brought him on overseas trips as vice president, including a 2013 trip to China. Now, see Hunter here in that red sweater, enjoy traditional tea in Beijing. And he continues to travel with his dad, now as president, most recently to Ireland this past April.
I'm here with my sister Valerie and my younger son Hunter Biden. Stand up, guys. I'm proud of you.
Get the fuck out of here.
Shameless. And of course, we know at about the same time frame that Hunter Biden was entertaining hookers, doing coke, and participating in orgies, his longtime business partner, Eric Schwerin, visited the White House at least 8 times. That was in 2016, meeting with then Vice President Biden's chief of staff, Steve Ricchetti. The Biden family has gotten very, very wealthy when they have no recognizable business acumen or anything to offer other than their last name. Second, the large sums of money that Biden's son and brother collected during his time in office came from sophisticated people. Third, those sophisticated players prepared to pay millions of dollars to members of the Biden family because they believed they'd get certain benefits in return from the U.S. government. Fourth, whistleblowers with reportedly no partisan motivation have alleged serious interference by the DOJ to stymie and thwart the IRS investigation into Hunter. Fifth, Hunter's plea deal, a couple of misdemeanors for failing to report $1 million in income, and no gun charge, no jail time. At the very least, it looks suspicious. Now, here on The Angle, we try to live in the real world. Every single person in the White House press room knows how all this works. The only defense that they have is that we can't prove that Biden himself did lobbying or was directing Hunter's business. Well, either one of two things is going on here. Number one, that all of Hunter Biden's clients could have been deceived by Hunter, who bamboozled them into just giving him millions for nothing. Return, they got nothing. Or, and this is far more likely, that these foreign entities were getting real value for their money. And a crucial point that I think has gotten lost here, these foreign interests are now encouraged to believe that America is for sale. It doesn't matter if Joe Biden himself sought out the scheme or knowingly took a bribe. Whatever the law says, he managed to get rich off government service. Certainly his family did. The answer isn't here, I think, in response to this, well, let's have another impeachment or let's, have another investigation. Because the only way to fix this is if the voters themselves decide to punish the Democrats and punish them badly. And again, this is why the GOP is going to be wasting its time if it pursues endless investigations here right before a presidential election, as tempting as these possibilities are. We all know what happened here. It's all going to likely backfire by turning Biden into a martyr. Instead, we should turn him into a loser at the polls. And one pillar of the 2024 campaign for Republicans should be the Bidens are getting richer while your family is getting poorer. Or maybe something like re-electing Biden will just mean his family will buy another house as millions of Americans are forced to sell theirs. It's up to Republican candidates to show women, to show independents, and maybe even urban voters why this Biden family grift matters. We know the press isn't going to do it, right? Well, it matters because Biden is compromised on some of the biggest issues facing the country, including China.